Hey people, welcome back again. Just wanted to quickly sort of unpack some of this stuff what I've got from Peak Atlas Electronic Design Limited in Buxton. Just been around and picked up a couple of items. I'm not going to show you this because there's been a lot of things that have been looked after on the invoice basically for me. Really nice people. Okay, first thing first is that we've got a box. That was Jeremy, who I dealt with. That was very nice of him to sort of give me that as a goodwill of gesture. The purchases, what I've done is the ZEN50 for the diode tester and the LCR45. Okay. Also, I've had my ESR70 calibrated, 70 plus. Nice enough for them to sort of put in a little box for me. Okay, that's been calibrated to the latest firmware, so 5.2. It was 7.9 when I sort of took it in basically, so that's been done. Let's just turn it off again and you'll see it with a glimpse of a second. 5.2. Yep, so that's been taken care of, so that will go back in its own box. Let's put this box to the side. Absolutely awesome, you know, dead genuine people. Okay, what else? I've got a tweezer, SMD03M. I don't think I've seen this before on YouTube. And okay, this is the actual 3D printed stand for the ZSR, so I will be sort of unboxing and trying that out. Sadly, didn't have the black one in, so he'll send one in the post for me. I did feel like I dropped something. Did I drop something? I don't know. Felt like it. This, no, I don't know. Interesting. So what fell? Never mind. We'll come to that. So that's that. Let's sort of start. These are the two batteries. Okay. What should I? It's just going to be it's just going to be an empty box basically, right, just to occupy those two instruments, so I'll leave that there. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. Has its own instruction manual with a lot of measurements to refer as a reference. Okay, and it comes with a set of probe as well, or I should say clip, whatever you want to call them basically. Right, let's okay, power on the unit. So what it says, July. So it's got a date on that says calibration in 2020. Now they charge about £18 to do a calibration test basically, or just calibrate the unit and do the latest firmware updates and all that. So that's very nice of them to do so. Okay. It's not a review, little unboxing of the equipment what I bought, that's all. So let's move on to the ZEN50. Again, that's the instruction manual, and that's the unit with the two crocodile clip basically. Alright. So again, I'll be putting them to use at some point, but I'm not going to sort of, when I do, I will sort of upload some videos and show you what I think of them. Right, okay, so this can go. Stand is this. There's been a lot of talk about this stand, so we'll come to that. We'll leave that as a last thing. Those are the probe. So you hook them up and then you can probe on the SMD surface, SMDs and all that basically. So I'll be trying these out with this one. Okay, the Atlas. So let's put these to the side. I believe these are the battery for them, so I'm going to leave these batteries in here for now, and including the two instruction manuals. Right, okay, so it fits in beautifully. It's custom design. Right, so what do you expect? Need to free up shelves so I can. Whoops, something did fall. Yeah, absolutely something did fall, and seems like it's a can of paint basically. So right, why is this here for? I don't understand. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to move this somewhere else. Just hang on there, guys. Let me just get myself organised a little bit. So, right, so that gets put to a side. Let's assemble this stand, the 3D printed stand. We've got a 3D printer. Suppose you can do it yourself. That's no big deal. That, but I'm not investing on a 3D printer just for the sake of these, and they're roughly about $750 plus VAT on it basically. But like I said, he sorted me out with a good deal basically, with the lot being bought together. Just want to make sure that this gets, so there's 4 screws with it, and just a firm tight. They do various colours on them to match the unit you have. So red, purple, blue, grey, black. There's probably about, go on the websites and you'll find them yourself. There's quite a selections of colours that you can choose from. We've always struggled to sort of use this unit, so let's what's going on here now? Okay, so I can put these bags there. Just like, okay, and the probe can go back into that. Right then, so how does it look on this stand? Let's have a look. See, there's two little slots here where the thing slides in basically, so there you go. Alright, so rather than lying on the flat and you're leaning over to see, I think this is pretty fair height and quite reasonably, you know, could have done with a different colour, but yeah, I like it. So that's that, and then sort of use these of course it's going to come with insert key and leaky. Right, so let me compensate the probe. Oops. Hold the button, sound off, hold the button again, hold it again, yeah, oops, shit, sound off, hold it again, sound on, hold it again, oh come on. Shut the probe and press test. Okay, so you've got to just hold it three times. No, press 3 times, and you've got to hold it for a second each time, and that sort of then does what it is best at basically. We'll see how long these probe lasts anyway. So let's find something that I can quickly measure. Okay, yeah, oh yes. I've got these Tantalum Capacitors for MacBook Air that arrived, I think it was yesterday or the day before. And these are the 62 microfarad capacitors that I did a MacBook repair last time, which suffered a damage or burnt out component. So let's see what we get reading on this and what the equivalent series resistance is on these basically. So if they're any good quality. Whoa, we're dropping that. That's like gold dust for me, that basically. You know, these are pretty good, damn good quality, but I see, you know, by the look of the printing and all that, usually you get crap prints. So anyway, let's get back onto this. Hope you can let me get a bit closer. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it with my hand just to raise it so you can see what's going on. Yep, so that's reading as 95 microfarad. Why would that be 95 microfarad? I hope these bastards haven't sent me the wrong capacitors. Fucking mother, son of a... They've sent me the wrong capacitors. Right, they have sent me the wrong capacitors. Right, this is reading, giving me two sorts of readings basically. Son of a bloody plonkers, right, AV. So they sent me the wrong capacitors basically. Let's see, let's run it off my multimeter and see what the multimeter comes up as. What a great way to start the piece of fucking pricks. They've sent me the wrong capacitor. Is it? Let's just wait till... These aren't definitely that's high. That is high. Okay. So, wow, that was... It's a set of smart tweezers by a company in Canada. So these are the best for alright, so it's reading 69.4 microfarad. I don't know why this is coming up, and I hope the calibration side or the I'm going to have to grab a lot more components and test this with basically you know, and see what's going on. But that's within this range basically. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so that's within this range. So they haven't. I do withdraw my statement, you know, calling them this and that. So let's do it one more time. Remember, these tweezers were £500 a piece basically. These are expensive tweezers. They're not your... Yeah. I can't fault it. So I've got to look at why this is reading, because on I did the last test on these capacitors, they were absolutely fine. It was reading perfectly fine. There was no issues with it whatsoever. Okay, so let's put the smart tweezer away. Let's grab some capacitors. And you might probably say these are small. Well, it worked before. Fine, absolutely fine, no problem whatsoever. Now, could it be this? I won't know. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off. I have a visitor, so I'm going to have to stop the video stream now, or the recording. Yeah, that's all. I'll give you a follow up on that after. You take care. Thank you. Bye bye. Right, let's just continue the testing on these tantalum capacitors. These are 62 microfarad capacitors. I don't know why it read so high before, and I was panicking thinking I've just had this device upgraded to the firmware 5.02, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just sort of... yeah, no, 5.2, yes. Let's turn the sound back on. And I was panicking, thinking, right, oh, well, have I lost some of the features? Have I lost, you know, the features of working on tiny components like this, basically? So, no, it's not the case, basically. Then the question came about these tweezers, basically. Do I have an issue with them? I've actually sort of nulled them out, you know, compensated them on the ESR. So that's that. And you know, the reading seems to be more realistic now. So if I... That's not... Let me just grip it properly. Wait. It's showing 79.52. Showing a bit lower before. 77.50. Let's try this one more time. Yep. So that's within this range basically. Then you got these electrolytic capacitors. This is a 470 microfarad, 25 volt. Let's try this. Obviously I won't be using this probe to... Yep, that's 462 microfarad. Let's try this as solid state capacitor. It's 150 microfarad, 16 volt. Let's see what's going on with that one. Interestingly, it's not even been picked. So that's got a high ESR range. So this is a leaky one basically. Let's try the opposite way. Cannot measure, right? Okay, why is that? Okay, so it's just the contact on these basically. The tweezers are okay, but not 100% satisfied with the tweezers. These basically, but I think that's it really. Coming back on to forget these. I'm not really sort of fussed about that, so that can go in the box, and I'll try them out at another time. In terms of the stand, I like this stand. This is something that I don't think I've seen anybody on YouTube using at the moment, so unless these have been produced and on thingy as a sort of a new item, then maybe, but other than that, that's that. You know, take care, and I shall see you on my next video. Bye for now.